Can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did she have to fight a dragon?
Nope, she bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Parenting is such a breeze, oh, but it would bring you to your knees if it weren't for Chatty Daddies. Oh, yeah, the Chatty Daddies.
This is the Chatty Daddies.
A podcast with three dads who think they're parenting experts.
And today, we have our first ever fantasy draft, but it's not what you think. And one of us was in a scary situation with his family, and we'll get all into that here.
So, guys, before we get into everything, I do have to ask, I'm wearing something very controversial right now. Trey, we are in the same room. JC's not in the same room. Would you describe what I'm wearing?
It's a man thong and...
No! I'm wearing...
It's an A&M hat, a Dallas Cowboys t-shirt, some green Peloton pants, and
Sure.
I could probably find something wrong with all three.
Hold on one second. What are Peloton pants?
They're just shorts from the biking, like the indoor spin...
Like
stationary
tights?
bicycle. No, they're not tights. They're just shorts that have the name Peloton on them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I am a Peloton member. So.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I'm being bougie.
Good for you.
No, I've always heard that it's a foul to wear two different sports teams or two different sports.
Right.
So I'm wearing a pro football T-shirt, but like a college logo on my hat.
Yeah.
Is that okay? I always question myself when I do it.
I wouldn't have ever even noticed it. I know there are people out there that would,
Yeah.
but I think you're fine.
I've heard you shouldn't wear a Lakers jersey and I don't know, a Philadelphia Eagles hat.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, probably not.
Whatever.
So I'm okay.
Well, because
sports.
it's two different cities, two different sports, and I don't know. It's like wearing Adidas and Nike.
Yeah, true.
You know, it's like they just sort of, even though it's sports, they don't go together for some reason.
Is it like you're not showing allegiance to one city? Maybe?
I don't know what it is. It's just one of those things that I guess people don't do very often.
Now, what if I was wearing a Dallas Cowboys shirt and a Dallas Stars hat? Same city, different sports.
You're not
Does it
going to
match?
get a wrong answer from me. All of these are correct. You could come in wearing whatever.
I've just heard hot opinions from some friends, and they feel very strongly about not wearing the clashing hat-shirt combo.
I'm not very vocal when it comes to that, but I am definitely judgy.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Okay, so I would judge you if we were in a public, in a public venue, but I just wouldn't say anything. I would just hold it. I'd keep it to myself, and if I had a buddy with me, I'd be like, look at this goofball.
I will say I've come around to the thinking of how masculine is it to wear another man's name on your back? Like if I wear a Romo jersey.
Thank you.
I've come around to the, I think I want either my own name on the jersey or just wear a Dallas Cowboys t-shirt.
Trey, I'm glad you bring this up because I am a firm believer in that. You know, I do have my favorite players. You know, I like the Dallas Cowboys, and I have my favorite player on that team. But I also have my favorite player in the entire NFL, who at this point right now is Patrick Mahomes. However, you're not going to catch me wearing their jersey.
Yeah.
I have always, if I've always bought a jersey from my favorite team with my favorite number and my name on it. And I get so much crap from people because they say, what are you doing? You're not on the team. Oh, you think you're on the team. You know what? I am on the team. I'm a fan.
Here's my problem with the customized jersey is my name is Trey. My favorite number is 3. And the number 3 generally has not been a top-notch person.
What are some players with the number 3?
Russell Wilson is the best player with the number 3. Then there was also, it's usually reserved for a backup quarterback or a kicker.
Kicker.
Yeah. So everybody's like, what do you get, the kicker's jersey?
So, JC, your favorite number's 5. Who are some good athletes with 5?
Some people in the past that have worn the number 5, Donovan McNabb. He was a really good quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Terrible.
Mr. Bailey, who was the kicker for the Dallas Cowboys for the longest time. He was one of the best NFL kickers of all time. So Dan Bailey, he wore number 5. Jeff Garcia, who was a quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, was pretty famous for wearing number 5. Not very many NFL players that I can think of, which I like because that way it's my number.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. No, the original Dale Earnhardt.
He's
Big
5?
NASCAR guy over here, me. He's number 3.
Now, see, my favorite number is 33. Y'all are going to have to tell me what athletes have worn in any sport that number.
Right now, one of the best players in the NFL, Jamal Adams.
Yeah.
He wears number 33. He just went over to Seattle. He was playing with the Jets. Tony Dorsett. Larry Bird in the basketball world.
Boy, you know some numbers, man.
I know it. So, okay, speaking of hot opinions right now, last week we got in a row. That's what they call it overseas, a row, an argument about donuts. Mm-hmm. And so this past weekend on Instagram, I asked our people on at Chatty Daddies on Instagram what their favorite donut was. And we got a ton of responses. Apparently, talking about donuts is a good way to get listeners to respond. A lot of people, hands down, the best place to get donuts is Shipley's Donuts. Mm-hmm. Is that a national thing? Is that just a Southern thing?
I think that might be a Southern thing because I
Okay.
don't recall seeing that in California when I've gone back to visit family. But I could be wrong.
I love Shipley's.
Sure.
We got a powdered jelly donut.
Pass.
One of those, yeah, very random.
Oh, I love those.
Lots of glazed donuts, lots of just regular chocolate iced donuts. Sour cream donuts. Have y'all ever had those?
Yeah, they're okay.
I feel like I have, but I don't. It wasn't memorable enough for me to be like, oh yeah, that.
A Boston cream. Never had one.
Me neither, man.
I've never had something called a pig shaped.
Neither
No, I'm
have
gonna
I.
have to Google this.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that is nice.
But I will say, of the, I don't know, roughly 40 responses we got, I'm not going to say a majority, I didn't count them all, but there's several people who do agree with me that the blueberry cake donut is a good donut.
it's also what a dad or a granddad eats.
I would
Sure.
also eat it. I would eat it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that is anybody's like, hey, let's go to the donut shop and get 12
And I'm going to get a blueberry cake.
donuts.
Well, Trey, in your drawer over there is a blueberry cake donut I brought you in the very bottom drawer. I swear. I put it in there when you were going to your car.
Oh, okay.
There's a bag in there. There's a apple fritter and a blueberry cake donut. Sorry, JC, you're not in the same room with us.
That's
I
fine.
just wanted Trey to taste some of these donuts and see if his opinion
Yeah.
has changed, if it still holds.
Okay. You want to split any of these with me?
No, I'm good. I already
All right.
had my own on the way here.
I've never had an apple fritter, so I'm going to bite into that one first.
Yeah, go for it. It's just dough with chunks of apples covered
It's like
in
an apple
glaze.
pie, kind of?
Kind of like a big fried apple pie with glaze.
Okay.
I mean, it's absolutely delicious.
Yes, it is delicious.
But
Now, I'm not going to sit here on my soapbox is not that these are the two best donuts hands down ever. I'm just saying they're not for garbage people like you guys said they were on last week's podcast.
all right, I'm going to try this blueberry cake.
All right.
Now, you can get blueberry cake with icing, without. This is with, and it's delicious.
I would go with the with icing.
Also delicious.
Is
right?
it?
But do you feel like an old man?
A little bit.
Like if you
But-
dipped that in some coffee?
But it really is good. I mean, I'm never going to order it myself, but I'm glad you brought it.
I don't know. Next time you get donuts, you're going to think about it. I promise you will.
I definitely will.
You know what? Speaking of dipping stuff in milk and stuff, Nick, you know what my wife said the other day that made me just completely ask myself, like, Do you know this woman?
She dips, I'm going to guess, she dips cucumbers in milk.
No.
Okay.
Oh, but that, I mean, I would try it. No, I wouldn't try that.
Okay.
No, she bought some new Oreos. It were these like caramel flavored Oreos, and then she brought in some Chips Ahoy because the kids got to pick whatever they wanted from the store. So I grabbed myself a nice little cup of milk and I started dipping the Oreo in there. Mm-hmm. And she looked at me and she goes, "Ew." And I said, "Pardon me? Ew, what?" And she said, "I cannot stand people that dip their Oreos in milk." And I said, "How else are you supposed to eat Oreos? That's the only way to eat Oreos." She's not a dipper. She hates the dipping, and I don't get it.
You know, I am for dipping. I don't dip all the time. I go half and half. Some I dip, some I don't. Now, can we all agree that the double stuffed Oreo should now be the standard Oreo?
100%.
And we get rid of the regular Oreos.
Of course.
My wife only likes regular stuffed Oreos, and I don't get it. She thinks that the chocolate to cream ratio is perfect, and I said they keep lowering the cream ratio. So what are we doing here? But
you know, I do like a double stuffed dipped in milk better than I like a single stuffed dipped in milk.
The milk is an extra step to me. I'm usually just in the pantry, just peeling back the package and cramming a few in my mouth.
You gotta have a cold glass of milk to wash that down. It just balances everything out.
And you only need to dip it in there for like 3 to 5 seconds, and you're all set to go.
Trey, how's the apple fritter? Did you eat them both?
I did. I'm about 3/4 of the way through the apple fritter. The blueberry donut was gone about 30 seconds after you told me to take a bite.
But guys, we had teased earlier that someone was in a scary situation, and that was me.
Yeah, it was Nick.
That was me. And I guess I should be careful about how much I talk about. But yeah, my family and I, we were in a car wreck this past weekend, and I'm still not exactly clear on everything. But we were coming over a hill on a highway. I don't know how fast we were going. There was traffic. 60-ish,
you were going the speed limit.
60-ish, yeah.
Yeah, you were going the speed limit, Nick.
Yeah,
of
like
course.
it wasn't. There was so much traffic. There wasn't. I couldn't have sped if I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know. So we come over a hill, and all of a sudden I just see cars all in front of me, like hitting their brakes, swerving, and so I'm slowing down, and you know, a lot of cars are at a stop on the highway.
Yeah.
And I'm either at a complete stop or almost at a complete stop. And it's my wife is in the car with me. I'm driving. My 2 kids are in the back. And I look in my rearview mirror, and there's a car that is not slowing down. And they hit us very hard, and that sends us into the car in front of us. So my car sandwiched in between 2 cars, and my car is drivable enough. I pulled over to the side of the road just to try and keep my family safe from all the flying cars around us.
Right.
The 2 other cars stayed. Luckily, you know, it seemed like everyone was working together to not make the situation crazier, and they were all avoiding, you know, going out of their way to avoid us. And at some point, I remember I either look in my rearview mirror or out my window. I'm not exactly sure. And I see the person that hit us. He gets out of his car and he just starts running.
He started running?
I swear I'm not making this up. And he's gone. We have no idea where he is.
Really?
No clue. I kind of, you know, remember a vague description of him. And he's gone.
Just left his car.
Left his car, left everything. And
did you think about chasing him at any moment? Or were you just so
honestly,
rattled that you're like,
honestly,
no?
I saw him get out of his car, but it didn't necessarily register to me at the moment that he was running. Like, I see him get out of his car, and then I'm still in my car checking on my family. You know, kids are screaming.
Yeah.
Everyone's fine. Everyone is fine. No broken bones, no nothing. My wife has a big bump on her head. But, yeah, I guess it just didn't register to me that he was running. I don't know. Maybe I think the better of people. Maybe I just assumed he wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I go back and I look in the car that hit us, and his airbag had gone off, and there's blood all over the airbag.
Oh, my.
And he's gone. Nowhere to be. The people that we ran into, they were fine. So it was wild.
That does sound
Luckily,
wild.
police showed up within 3 minutes. I mean, they were right there. And so, yeah, we were those people that shut down 4 lanes of the highway. You know, you had the fire truck blocking off all the lanes, and people were honking at us and stuff.
So nobody needed medical attention?
No one needed it at the time. No, and I've never been in like a serious wreck like this. I've been in a few fender benders here and there, but I've always heard that people, like at the time you may not have injuries, but then the following days, like you wake up and something else hurts, and that's totally true.
It could be weeks too, Nick. It could
Absolutely.
be a month. Yeah.
And like each day, my wife and I are waking up and something else is sore. Like my hand is really sore where I assume I was holding the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Like that's really sore. And like the front muscles of my neck, like on either side of my Adam's apple are real
Whiplash.
sore. Yeah, whiplash. Like I can move my neck around fine, but when I lay down, I can't pick my head up.
Whoa.
Wow.
Like I can't, I have to put a hand behind my head and like move my head around when I'm sleeping. It's wild.
Ugh.
So
Now, what was the response from the police officers when they showed up, and because they're obviously asking where's the guy in this car?
I
What was
told
their
him I
response?
saw him get out of his car, and that's about all I remember. I never spoke to the guy that hit us. Nothing. And a few people pulled over, asked if we needed help and stuff, but the police officers, the firefighters, the EMTs, I mean, couldn't have been nicer.
Right.
I mean, once they figured out the guy ran that kind of caused all of this, I mean, they weren't looking at us cross or anything.
course.
You know, they weren't questioning our actions or anything like that. But yeah, they took super great care of us. I mean, it was really pretty nice to see everything, and yeah, it was just wild. I will say something I didn't notice during the crash, but I went to the tow yard the next day to clean everything out, to get all my stuff out of there. Apparently, when we got hit, my change tray just exploded. There was change all over my car. Like, the change tray is by my steering wheel and it shuts. It's not just an out in the open thing. There was like half of the change was in the trunk. I have an SUV. It was like in the back, like 7 feet away. I mean, there was change everywhere.
That's crazy.
Wow. And I've had this car for 4 years, and I don't think I've ever emptied the change tray. So it's just tons
all over the
That
place.
was like one of the kind of, I don't know if it's funny or not, but one of the things I didn't notice at the time, that there was, change flying around us at 40 miles an hour probably.
Right.
But
so
it was weird.
If it was in like a Michael Bay film, that would be one of the things that's floating for half a second.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It would have been a slow-mo and floating.
So you talked to the insurance company, obviously, by now.
Yeah, and they're checking it out. I haven't gotten the final word back. I assume that car's totaled.
I
mean,
100%.
I sent both of you guys pictures, and
Yeah.
the front and back are both smashed. I don't see how it's fixable.
Are you at fault for the car in
No,
front of you? How does it?
Well, it's always usually technically the car in the back
Yeah.
is the responsible for hitting the one in the front. When it comes to something like this, we were all stopped. I don't know. I have
Yeah.
no idea how that
Okay.
works, and really I haven't even followed up with my insurance about that. But
I mean,
insurance has been great. So
I'm no lawyer and I'm not an insurance agent, but I'm thinking the guy that hit Nick is fully at fault for the collision on Nick's car and then what he caused afterwards, because he's the reason why Nick had to hit these cars.
And I asked the officers, okay, why does a person run? I assume some of the reason. They said,
Drunk.
well, in general, he could have been drunk. He could have been high. He could have stolen the car. He could have had warrants. He could have had illegal things in his car. It could have been a variety of things. Could have been more than one of those. Could have been something different, but
None of them good.
none of them good. But
Could you pick him out of a lineup?
He had a few distinct features that I remember, but I don't know. We would just have to see.
Yeah.
I remember his skin color. I remember a general look of his hair. I kind of remember what he was wearing, sort of. But yeah, if there was all people of his skin tone with the same hair, maybe not. I don't know. I would just have to be put to the test. I don't think I will, but
How did the kids react to this? How quickly were you able to calm them
they
down?
were terrified.
Of
I
course.
mean, they were already kind of scared when we had to slow down. They knew we kind of had to slow down kind of quick. So they were already a little scared about that. And, they don't see the car coming.
Of course.
And then there's one hit, and then a millisecond later, there's another hit from the front. So they were freaking out, but eventually they calmed down.
How about their soreness or anything days after the fact?
My daughter's not even 2 yet, so she doesn't really tell us anything. My son has been saying he's a little. Excuse me, I just had a donut burp. He's a little sore, but not. He's still able to walk around and stuff. So
good.
And I don't know if he can really put it into words what he's feeling. But yeah, my wife and I, each day it's like you wake up and my knee's hurting today, or my elbow, or something I didn't think would hurts. It's wild.
Yeah.
I've never been in a big. Have any of y'all ever been in a bad car wreck?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was in a bad accident in high school. And it was in the summertime, so we had football, but our coach had given us the morning off, so my buddy and I went to the beach, and we wanted to go get some food, and mind you, his car's sitting out in the hot sun the whole time, so we're driving to Jack in the Box, which is roughly about 1.5 miles away, and my buddy, I remember I was looking down at the radio, and I remember him looking out the window and pointing at some girls. And when I looked up, I just saw this big lifted truck in front of us, and we were definitely not slowing down. And we went straight into this car going, man, I would say 40, 45 miles an hour.
Oh, man.
The bumper, I remember the impact. I remember the bags coming out and hitting my chest. And I remember feeling the burning sensation because we were not wearing shirts. And these bags were hot because they were, again, it's summertime. So I remember the bag hit me. I feel the burning. And then I just see the bumper probably about 2 to 3 feet away from my face.
Just right there.
It was right there. And when the firefighters showed up, they said, you guys are lucky because this lifted truck, if he didn't have something about he had the tire underneath the car, and that helped cushion the blow.
Sure.
He said if that tire wouldn't have been there, we probably would have gone clean into the bumper, and it would have been a different story.
Yeah.
But I had to tear the bag off of my chest, burnt my nipple pretty bad, my left one, and I had basically the imprint of the seatbelt. Same with my friend. He had to tear the bag off his chest. We had pretty good burns on our chest. And he had the Ford emblem tattooed on his wrist when it popped open. So it popped open and hit his wrist, and he had the Ford emblem literally tattooed on his hand.
Jeez.
I ended up with broken ribs. I had a bloody nose. I dislocated 2 fingers.
Wow.
And then my buddy had a sprained wrist, and he had a bloody mouth. I think he bit his tongue. And other than that, no serious injuries.
But did he pull the digits? Did he pull the digits from those girls?
No.
Oh.
Dude, it was so embarrassing, too, because they stood there and watched after the accident happened, and they were like they were there. Like, they saw us. It was actually pretty embarrassing.
Oof. Yeah.
Wow.
Both of those are very scary.
Yeah.
Well, Trey, make sure that car seat is tightened in there, as tight as it can go.
You got it. I've got it locked down.
Yeah, it's very important to have that.
And we were just talking about this.
I know it.
This is crazy.
And yeah, my kids, their car seats were in good. They did not move an inch, so that was pretty good. But so now we're going to switch gears, and we're going to get into something a little fun. I've been wanting to do this on a podcast for a while.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I got this idea from another podcast. The podcast is called All Fantasy Everything, and it's hosted by a comedian named Ian Carmel. And they do fantasy drafts of the most random things, like restaurants in a mall food court, and it's kind of just like the first one to pick the best restaurant. It comes up with a lot of good conversation and stuff like that. So I thought, of course, we have to do one about best dads in entertainment.
Makes sense.
TVs, movies. And so here's the deal. How many rounds do you guys want to do? I was just assuming 3 rounds.
That's fine with me.
Works for me. I've got enough to cover that, and then we can kind of go over the ones I have on my list if we don't get to them.
Sure.
I have a pretty extensive list as well, Trey.
Once you start writing guys down, you're like, man, I could fill 10 rounds.
Of course.
You think?
I probably could.
I had some trouble.
I could do probably like a regular NFL draft and go 7 rounds.
7 rounds.
There's no, like, we're talking who we would want to be our father or fathers we want to be right?
That's how I'm interpreting it, yeah.
And it's only fictional fathers?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's how I interpret it too. Okay.
I'm going like TVs and movies and stuff. I didn't go like documentaries or anything like that.
Because one of them I have on my list that I'll have to erase right now is Nick Adams from Kid Nation TV.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good.
That's not fictional.
I appreciate that. So here's the only rub. I don't know how we decide who gets the first pick.
If you want, I can go grab Kinsey, and she could just say a number in her head, and then
yes, that was what I was thinking.
That's a great idea.
You want me to go grab her real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Kinsey is here. I brought in my wife as a third party. to help us decide who's going to get to pick first. Now, Kinsey, hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Kinsey, so you want her to pick a number between what and what?
1 and 50.
Okay,
right.
but don't say it out loud.
Don't say it out loud. Think about your number. Type it into your phone so they know that you're not cheating. And I'm trying to. Okay.
And closest without going over, or just closest?
Closest, I would say.
Okay.
Gets to go first.
Anybody want to go first?
I'll go first.
Alrighty.
Is Kinsey ready?
Kinsey is ready.
Okay, I'm going to say we all need to answer before the number's revealed, right?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Okay, so my number I'm picking is 33, my favorite number.
All right. I'm going to pick 5.
Dang it, Trey. Did you pick my favorite number on purpose?
Of course, it's your wife.
I guess I'm gonna go with 10, our anniversary. Kinsey,
And?
what is the number that you
It's a
picked?
high number, I win.
32.
Dang, Nick!
Right?
Well,
Closest?
Nick wins. Closest.
Yes.
There you
Hold
go.
on, what'd you pick 32?
I picked 30.
I don't know. I just
Oh.
thought of it first.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, so
Thanks, bud.
I think does the number 1 draft pick get to pick the draft order?
Sure.
Or does it go in the number order that we
Who got closest second?
That's
So-
fine. Either one more. Yeah,
so
that
it's
makes
gonna be
more sense.
me, then JC, then Trey.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say, without a doubt, Trey thinks we have the same one.
Pretty sure.
And I don't know, we'll see. Without a doubt, the number 1 overall draft pick for the best dads in entertainment is Coach Eric Taylor from Friday Night Lights.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's
100%.
And why is this?
He's the best father ever. I mean, A, he's a cool coach.
Yeah.
B, he sticks up for his daughter, but he
Yeah.
still kind of gives her a little bit of leash,
Okay.
but not too much because you can't let your teenage daughters go crazy.
Right.
He's got a smoking hot wife,
Oh, man, I would love for him to
is
be my
Connie
dad,
Britton?
dude.
Connie Britton, and he's a very he's leading tomorrow's future. He's leading the youth of today, making sure that these men are not just good players on the field, but good men out in the world. And he's shaping these people for the better. Coach Eric Taylor, he's awesome. He's kind of country. He's the best.
It's a sports figure.
That's a
for
great
Nick
pick.
Adams.
Which is strange for me, I know.
Yeah, I didn't know you wanted to grow up in a sports family, but that's fine.
But Friday Night Lights, if you haven't seen it, it's one of the best series out there. It's so good. Y'all have
right.
to check it out.
So number 1 overall.
Coach Eric Taylor, Friday Night Lights. So now it goes to JC. Who's your first pick?
Listen, I'm more of a guy that wants to have fun, and so I think my number 1 pick is going to have to be my man from Family Vacation. I'm going to go with Mr. Griswold.
Okay, great choice.
I have
Great
to.
choice.
You know, it's because I know I'm going to get to go on cool vacations every year. He's always down to have fun and be goofy and doesn't take himself serious. And let's be honest, the man is a babe magnet.
There's always a babe that's looking at him from the other car.
Yeah, so
or at the mall.
Who doesn't?
never
And
seen
his
this
wife
movie.
is hot. And so who doesn't want Clark in that family?
You've never seen the vacation movies?
Never.
You've never seen Christmas Vacation?
Never, man.
It's a staple. It's incredible. He's trying to get his family a pool with his bonus check.
Okay.
What a nice dad.
Yeah. That is a good dad.
He's a stud, man. He's always thinking about his family and having a good time. Clark Griswold, welcome to pick number 2.
He put so many lights on his house to make sure his family had a great Christmas.
Yep.
It's very nice. Hey, do
Clark
you guys
Griswold's great.
do you put your Christmas lights up? Do y'all do
No.
Christmas lights on the outside
No.
of the house?
I haven't done it in a few years.
Yeah.
I do the lazy version of this. It's a projector.
Oh my God, you're a
you may
trash
as well-
person.
Yeah, you're trash.
Garbage. Your neighbors hate you.
I still put a couple lights up, but the projector is the main show. It looks like snow outside of my house.
That's almost as bad as having a reindeer nose and antlers on your car.
Oh, yeah. It might be worse. Well, honey, the neighborhood just hasn't been the same since 2015 and the Chavez's moved to the neighborhood.
Y'all are haters, bro.
All right. I'm going to go with my number 1 pick, 3rd overall.
Yeah.
Phil Dunphy from Modern
Oh,
Family.
man, he was my next choice.
I
Is he
thought,
who thought
that's
we
who
were
I thought
picking?
we were going to pick.
I was going to pick him next.
All right.
Dang it.
I mean, he's funny. He cares about all of his children.
Oh, yeah.
And he is a great husband as well. And I think
Yeah.
that helps out in making
Sure.
a good father.
He's always trying. He's always trying to do the right thing. Is he always successful? No.
He's a goofball. He's trying to interact with his kids. That's what I'd like to make sure that I get to be a part of my kid's life by interacting, even if I look like a dum-dum sometimes.
Sure.
Man, and he's got a good-looking wife.
Oh, yeah.
That helps. That helps with the choice of dads.
In unpopular opinion, actually, it may not be an unpopular opinion between the three of us. I picked Claire Dunphy over Sofia Vergara's character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are we on a scale of hotness? Is that what you're
Hotness,
doing?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm not
you're
going to
just saying-
argue.
You don't like Latin women, then, Trey? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying Claire is a step above. I'm
Okay.
not saying Sofia Vergara is not a beautiful woman.
She is.
I'm just saying.
All right.
You get Julie
Bowen.
Julie Bowen.
Julie Bowen.
Well,
Great choice.
That right there concludes round one of our fantasy dad draft here.
Okay. You know, guys, before we go any further, one thing that all dads have in common, or at least what they should have in common, is they need to take care of their future. They need to take care of their families. And the best way to do that is to make sure you are covered with the best insurance you can get through our friends at Policy Genius.
Is it even
Yes.
possible right now? What are we doing with the COVID stuff? Or people are dying left and right?
You know,
People-
before we were friends with Policy Genius, I would assume I couldn't get coverage right now. It's too uncertain right now, right?
Exactly.
No one's just going to be handing out insurance policies.
Or so you think.
Well, right now, you could actually save $1,500 or more a year by using Policy Genius to compare your life insurance policies. When you're shopping for a policy that could last for a decade or more, that's a ton of money saved.
Now, a lot of people are wondering, what is Policy Genius? It's an insurance marketplace, and it's built and backed by a team of industry experts. And Nick, tell our friends how it works.
Yeah, so the first thing you got to do is go to policygenius.com, and in just a few minutes, you can work out how much coverage you actually need, and you get to compare quotes from top insurers to find your best price. Then you just apply for the lowest price. The Policy Genius team will handle all the paperwork, all the red tape, all that really confusing stuff that we get frustrated with and just quit. They handle all that.
So Policy Genius is working for me, not for some insurance company trying to sell me something that I don't really need. They're hooking you up with exactly what you need for your life insurance policy. So if you hit any speed bumps in the application process, they're going to be the ones that are taking care of it. They even have policies which allow eligible customers to skip the in-person medical exam and just do it over the phone.
And by the way, they have 5-star ratings across over 1,600 reviews on Trustpilot and Google, so they know what they're doing. So if you need some life insurance, head on over to policygenius.com right now. Get started. You could save $1,500 or more a year by comparing quotes on their marketplace.
Policy Genius. When it comes to insurance,
It's nice to get it right.
Wow,
Nice.
we did it at the same time.
That's pretty cute. That was cute, guys. All right, welcome to round 2 of the Fantasy Dad draft.
So, number 2, I would have for sure picked Phil Dunphy because he is kind of who I would like to be as a father, is Phil Dunphy. I
Sure.
know I can't be a football coach like Eric Taylor.
Right.
I think that ship has probably sailed in my life.
Eh.
Number 2, I'm going to pick a guy who is a stand-up man. He's wealthy, but you know what? He's not letting his fame and his success get in the way of taking in someone in need. I'm going with Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, Nick, that was my second pick. I hate you so much right
he's
now, bro.
He's a well-established judge in the community. He doesn't need to take care of anyone else. He doesn't need anyone else taking his money. But you know what? His nephew Will needed his help. He got in a little fight. His mom got scared, sent them to Uncle Phil's house.
Yeah, you get to live in Bel Air.
Get to live in a mansion. Uncle Phil is stern.
Yeah.
But you know what?
But fair.
He gave his children the guidance they need. Will needed sternness in his life. Carlton needed to be corrected and put on the right path every now and then.
Is Uncle Phil the blood relative of Will Smith?
You know, I don't know the family tree. Don't remember. I just
Doesn't
know he's
matter.
an uncle.
I believe his mom in the show is the sister of
Uncle Phil or Aunt
Uncle
Viv?
Phil's wife.
Aunt
Viv. Yeah.
Aunt Viv, gotcha.
Yeah, I think it's Aunt Viv's sister. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. But regardless, it's still a great pick by Nick Adams right there.
Uncle Phil. He's so cool. He was the voice of Shredder in Ninja Turtles. That's also a good reason to pick him. But
Yeah.
Uncle Phil, he's a great man. He always does the stand-up thing. He's the one that probably by the end of the episode, he's probably teaching that big life lesson when the music swells up. He was there to comfort Will when Will was breaking down and asked why his father doesn't want him. Uncle Phil was there and gave him the hug that he needed.
How did
I like
he
that
handle
pick.
when Will got shot?
He handled it pretty well.
Oh, good.
It was just he just got shot in the butt, but he did it all right.
And he let his nephew live in the pool house? How cool is that?
Yeah, like come on, man. You get a pool house.
And he's not putting up with the riffraff that Will's bringing around. He's throwing DJ Jazzy Jeff out the front door every
Right.
episode.
Sure.
He's not putting up with that wildness in his house.
I thought I was gonna get in there with Dr. Phil, with Mr. Phil, but it's okay. Uncle
got
Phil,
him.
pick number 2 for Nick.
You're
all
up,
right, well,
JC.
my second pick is gonna have to be Danny Tanner from Full House.
Another great one on the list.
Let me tell you why. Danny Tanner, an established man in the TV world in San Francisco with Wake Up San Francisco.
He's got such a cush job.
Great
He's got
cush
the best job.
Which means I would probably get to meet a couple of my celebrity heroes because they would probably come in to do some interviews.
You're kidding. You think somebody's going to that low rent?
Yeah, San Francisco's a big city.
Yeah, it's Wake Up San Francisco. It's a big show, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you followed Fuller House, you would know that Danny Tanner got that promotion in L.A. because the show was so great in San Francisco. Trey.
Wake up.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not really loving any of y'all's picks.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding?
We'll wait to hear your
Okay.
second pick. Let JC finish describing how great Danny Tanner
Alrighty.
is.
Yeah, not only does Danny Tanner keep the house clean at all times, it's going to be pristine. He comes along with 2 of the greatest dudes ever to be a part of your life, with Joey, who's going to keep it fun and entertaining, and then you got Uncle Jesse, who's going to sit there and teach me how to play the guitar and help me become a superstar in the music industry.
You know what? Out of any dad that we pick in these 3 rounds, when the pandemic hits, Danny Tanner is going to have enough cleaning supplies and hand
Thank you.
sanitizer. I'm sure he's got a stockpile somewhere in that big house. He's got us covered with coronavirus. He's got gloves. He already had masks before it was cool.
This couch is terrible.
Nothing is getting into the Tanner household when it comes to COVID-19, and that's why Danny Tanner is my second pick. Plus,
Great choice.
my sisters would be hot. Not that that works.
whoa,
for me,
okay.
but-
Whoa.
All right.
And where do you imagine this going?
No, it's just cool to have hot sisters because that means hot friends coming over. Thank you.
Okay.
DJ's
Yeah, but Kimmy Gibbler's coming over. That's not like the hot friend that you're
right.
expecting.
And what
Okay.
do you try to get a peek in the shower while DJ's
No,
lathering
unpopular
up?
opinion though. Unpopular opinion. I did sort of find Kimmy Gibbler slightly hot when I was younger.
All right, am I on the
Good
clock here?
pick.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
It's up to you, Trey.
All right, I'm going to follow suit and go with another 90s situational comedy.
Sure.
And I'm going to go with Alan Matthews from Boy Meets World.
Oh, good
Great
one.
dad pick.
He's another stern father.
A stern
Sure.
father that has to put up with his dummy son Eric, try to make sure that Corey's getting on the straight and narrow, and then Sean's dad's out. Sean dad
Yeah, he's
bails,
like a surrogate father.
and he comes and he says, "Sean, let me guide you," and that's really, really important.
Now,
you know?
as a father, would you rather have the idiot son like Eric from Full House or from Boy Meets World, or would you rather have someone like Carlton from Fresh Prince?
Carlton.
You'd rather have Carlton as a son?
Yeah.
no, Eric for sure.
You'd rather
You
have
want the
Eric as
dummy?
a son?
Yes,
He is a
he's-
dum-dum.
He's great though.
And what's crazy is I feel like as Boy Meets World went on, as he gets older, he gets dumber.
So much
He's-
dumber.
Like by the time he's in college, he's an idiot. Like he should be in 5th grade, but he's in college.
Yeah, he was pretty normal in the first 3 or 4 seasons, and then something happened where they were like, I guess he maybe hit his head or something, and then now he's a dummy.
Life's tough, Core. Get a helmet.
Good pick right there, Trey. Though.
Thank
I
you,
like
thank
that
you.
one.
Pick. That's definitely an underdog. That's someone that was probably could have easily gotten taken. Like they probably were expected to go in like the 5th round, but someone picked him in the 2nd.
Yeah,
Wow.
and we'll see what I get as a return on my investment.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my last pick, and I have so many on my list, and I don't think I'm going to pick a sitcom. I
Okay.
got a sitcom with Uncle Phil. Boy, so now right now I'm trying to decide between like someone from a hard drama or someone from like a really fun one. This is hard. I'm going to say I want my father to be, but one of them did something kind of creepy. But one of them, okay, I'm just going to have to go with it. I'm going to say that my final pick is Ned Stark, Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So, JC, did you watch all of Game of Thrones?
I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but I heard everybody just kills everybody and they're hooking up with
That's
everybody.
true. I'm not going to say how far Ned gets in the show.
Okay.
But, I mean, Ned Stark he's always going to be sticking up for what is right. He's always going to be trying to protect his family. Like, this isn't too big of a spoiler, but like at one point he's asked to do something that makes him move away from his home where he's the king of the North, and he moves away because he feels like it's his duty. There's nobility, there's an honor in a man, and he's teaching that to his kids, and he's saying, you know what, you're teenagers, you'll be fine. And he goes and he leads the country or the world at that point. Ned Stark.
With no sexism at all.
Yeah.
Giving his daughter Arya.
That's right. He's not. Arya's definitely the tomboy.
Yeah.
He has one daughter who's like the pretty princess. That's what's her name?
Sansa.
And then you have the younger daughter who's she's the tomboy. She wants to learn how to sword fight. She wears kind of like boys' clothes and stuff, and he's cool with it. And he brings he's got a few bastard kids. I mean, not saying Ned has zero fault.
Hey, nobody's
He's been
perfect.
slinging it all over the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah. It was a different time, but he's always sticking up for what is right. And through the whole show, they always think, what would Ned do? I'm doing this for my father. I'm doing this for my family. And he taught his kids that. Ned Stark, what a great dad.
Okay.
Agreed.
I honestly thought when I heard you say Ned that you were going to go Flanders on it and throw a curveball.
Not a terrible call.
I mean, I could see you being in a Ned Flanders household, Nick. And,
Sure,
and
that'd be fine. I mean,
having a good
Ned
life.
Flanders, I don't want to take anyone's pick and describe Ned, but, he's a strong man of faith.
Sure.
He's guiding his children down the right path, and he's making sure they're safe, well taken care of.
Sure.
Do you think Ned Flanders would wear a mask?
Oh, 100%,
wow, great question.
bro.
That's like a whole nother story. That's a whole nother episode. What characters in TV and movies would and would not wear masks? I think I don't know if Ned would wear a mask.
'Cause he
seems
would
a little
100%.
Republican.
He does. He seems very Republican, but also very skittish.
Yeah, I bet he would. He's kind of a man who lives his life in fear already.
Right.
Fear of the Lord, fear of
Sure.
everything. I bet he'd wear a mask.
Yeah, you're
but
probably
Homer
right.
would not wear
Not
a
a
mask.
Oh,
chance.
definitely not.
No way.
He
But I
would
bet
paint
Marge
it.
would.
Yeah.
I bet Lisa would.
Of course, Lisa would.
Bart
Sure.
wouldn't. Bart would use it as a slingshot.
JC, your final pick?
Well, I'm not picking Homer Simpson, I'll tell you that right now. But I am going to pick a man who, and this was a theme with your last guy, with Ned, keeps his family safe. Nothing is going to be happening to me if Brian Mills is my father. Who is Brian Mills? If you haven't watched the movie Taken, Liam Neeson.
That is a good call.
Nothing.
He's doing anything he can.
Sure, he's got a particular set of skills, and he's going to use those to hunt you down and kill you if you so touch me. And he seems like a good dad. He was trying his hardest to be a part of his daughter's life, even though
So why wasn't he a part of his daughter's life before?
He was a part of her life, but she had moved on. His ex-wife had married up. A very wealthy man. So they were living a very lavish lifestyle. So I think he just felt like he wasn't up to par with the new husband. But as a father goes and a father figure, he was a great man. He did great things for our country. Mm-hmm. He saved a pop star, and he saved his daughter from sex trafficking.
I don't want to say your choice is bad because it's a pretty good choice. But if he's so good, why are people constantly being taken from his life? There's like 10 Taken movies. Shouldn't he protect him at home?
Well,
Not
he's
just
trying
like
to
in Russia.
But in this case, in the first Taken, he didn't want her to go over there to Europe. But the mom said, no, it's her choice. She really wants to. And so, he was trying to be a good dad and said, fine. But
So
you tell me where you're at all times.
It's the mom's fault.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Okay, am I
good
up
choice.
again?
Good choice. That is a dad that can kick some butt.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, is it me again?
Go ahead, Trey.
You're the last pick of the draft, Trey.
All right. It is hard to pick out of your list of your bank of fathers. So I'm going to have to sit here and think for just a second. And there's one that I really want.
Okay.
But now I'm looking for a vote. Maybe we can go over the rest of my list.
Yeah,
or the rest of all of our
I think
lists.
we can go over the ones we didn't get to.
Okay. So the one that I want is not the one I'm going to pick. The person I would want to be my father. I'm going to pick the father that I hope that I am.
Okay.
And that is George Banks.
Who's that?
George Banks from
Oh,
Father of the Bride.
Oh, that's a great one. That's a great pick. I never thought about that one.
He's just looking to make his daughter happy, no matter how much frustration and how annoying everything else is around. He's just trying to make sure his little girl gets the perfect wedding. And then Father of the Bride 2, where he's helping out his wife and his daughter with their pregnancies. Top-notch father, and maybe I should have picked him over Alan Matthews in the second round, but it's okay. He was still on the board.
You know, those two movies are incredible. Those are great movies, Trey. Father of the Bride. Can I say it's a guilty pleasure if I don't feel guilty about it?
No, I think the whole world likes Father of the Bride, right?
Yeah.
I never once was like, oh, no, that's what girls watch.
Now, Trey, when you go to the store, how many hot dogs do you buy and how many hot dog buns do you buy?
You buy 8 hot dogs and they give you 10 hot dog buns. And so I'm removing the superfluous buns.
Oh, good pick.
Gosh, Steve Martin, a comedy legend.
Sure.
I'm going to put him top 3 comedians of all time.
I think a lot of people would not just hate you for that. Okay, that's the end of the draft.
All right,
so now, why don't we quickly go over who was left on our list? I'll go first. Let's see. Eric Taylor was on my list. Phil Dunphy was on my list. Danny Tanner was on my list.
Yeah.
I said Uncle Phil and I said Ned. Mufasa, hello.
Dead
from the Lion
pretty
King.
quick. Dead
Oh, you
pretty
wanted to
quick,
be a
though.
lion?
Boy, I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that be cool? He seemed like a good
Sure.
dad. How about the one that I couldn't decide on at the very end was Daniel Hillard from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, I have
What a
Mrs.
great dad.
Doubtfire on my
What a
list,
great
too.
dad.
Yes.
I had that one too.
Does any dad make you feel more warm than him? Atticus Finch, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Yep.
What a great dad. He's fighting for racial equality way back then.
Yeah, and he never bent. He'd always stick to what he believes.
Would there be a more fun dad to be with than Tim Taylor? Full House.
Tim
Oh,
the
it'd be
Tool
great.
and Taylor. He's on my list as well.
He messes up a lot, but he loves his kids.
He does.
And then I had Carl Winslow, Family Matters.
I had
A cop-
Carl Winslow as well.
He's taking care of his mom, his sister, all of his kids at his house. Man, his
Those are
nieces
great
and
right there.
nephews. All right, someone else.
JC,
Okay,
wrote
so-
it down.
One that we missed, guys. It's one of the greatest fathers of all time, and I almost took him. Mike Brady
Boo.
from the Brady Bunch. What do you mean, boo?
I don't know.
Yeah.
A 70s guy, seems like he's going to be a little outdated for
You know,
me.
JC, I'll stick up for you there. You know, divorce back then was not
Big deal.
thought upon very nicely. And so, yeah, he blended family back in the days when that may or may not have been as kosher as it is now.
Think about the world we were living in, not us, but think about how the world was when they were like, oh my God, there's no way. They're doing this. This is a progressive show.
Yeah,
the
right.
dad is getting remarried.
I think it's probably the double standard of like the mom is getting remarried.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I'm not thinking in the way that
Yeah,
the mom
women
and the
always
females
get looked
would.
down on more than the guys. But
It's-
yeah,
I also feel that I could have done well in a household with Red Foreman as my dad from that 70s show.
Yes.
stern father.
Yeah. You know, I need to be called a dumbass from time to time to make sure that I go the right direction.
Look, Eric was an idiot himself, and he had some really stupid friends.
Of course.
They needed some sort of guidance in their life because they weren't getting it at their house. It had to be Red.
Now, another dad I have on my list here is Coach Boone from Remember the Titans.
Dude, I
Great.
have Coach Boone too.
I would love Coach Boone to be my dad, dude.
Great choice.
He was awesome.
He's one of the best people in the world.
Run the same 6 plays. It'll work like Novocaine.
Can I
Of
suggest?
course.
Can I suggest another Denzel character?
Sure.
John Q.
Oh, John Q, of
Would y'all like
course.
John Q to be your dad? Did you ever see that movie?
No
Trey?
idea. No.
John Quincy Archibald, dude.
His son needs a heart, and so he goes and takes people hostage at a hospital until
Yeah.
his son gets a heart.
That is a good father.
He's putting his life on the line. He knows he's going to die, and he does it for his kid.
He definitely does that. I also... I had Mrs. Doubtfire. Let me see. Oh, I had Chris Gardner from The Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith's
Yeah,
character. He was a really good dad.
Yep.
And I think that might be it. Because I think the other ones are just repetition here. And Jack Burns from Meet the Parents. Robert De Niro.
Yes,
He's a
that's
stern dad.
good.
Yeah.
All right, so some of the ones that I think you guys missed. Martin Crane from Frasier.
Get out of here with that Frasier garbage.
No.
Trey loves that show.
Marlon from Finding Nemo, just looking for his kid the whole
Yeah,
time.
that's a good dad.
That's a good one.
How about this is the one I wanted, but I didn't pick. This is the one I would want as my father. Adam Sandler in Big Daddy.
I don't know. I mean, he does some good stuff, but he's kind of a screw up.
He is a
He'd
screw
be
up,
like
but he'd be
having Homer
fun.
Simpson as a dad.
No, Homer wouldn't go and fight for the kid in court.
Yeah, you're right. There is a
True.
nice,
He'd give him
gushy
up.
court scene at the end, which is pretty good.
I got Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead.
You know, I've never seen The Walking Dead.
But he's a good dad.
Okay.
He's taking care of his son that's 10 or so and then ends up having a kid during the apocalypse that he's still got to
Whoa.
take care of. So he's running around with a baby, shooting zombies in the head and whatnot.
Okay.
And one that I'm certain you guys are going to make fun of me for, William H. Macy in Jurassic Park 3.
What? I don't even remember.
I've never seen that movie,
Remember
bro.
that movie?
He ends up selling off his company because his son is lost on Isla Sorna, Site B.
Oh my gosh.
And
This guy, dude.
and so his son is lost on there. They were doing parasailing over it with Téa Leone's new boyfriend, and so he's parasailing over with William H. Macy's kid, and then they go down into the island, and that's when William H. Macy is like, I gotta go get the main guy from the very first Jurassic
I think
Park.
I'd like a dinosaur to eat you right now.
No, come
so
on.
you'd stop talking about this movie.
William H. Macy is great.
I
but I'm
thought you were
glad I
going to
didn't
say
pick it.
William H. Macy from Shameless. Have y'all ever seen that show? Because it is one of the best shows ever made, and he is the worst father
Yes.
to ever be on camera.
So I was making this list because they just put up season 10 on Netflix. So
It's
while
so
watching
good.
Shameless, I was putting together this list. I was like, William H. Macy's terrible. I can't put him on there. But
Wait
An
a
honorable
no.
mention too. We missed Mr. Levinstein from American Pie because he always had his son's back. You know, like
yeah, through the worst situations ever,
Yeah.
he's there for his kid. Oh, you were humping a pie. No big deal, son.
okay, buddy.
No big deal.
Yeah, it's fine, bro.
Well, I think that was a good first fantasy draft. We'll do it again another time. So thank you so much for joining the Chatty Daddies.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe for free on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast.
And please make sure to drop in a review and a 5-star rating if you get the chance.
Oh,